Trying to get to sleep, but I got this today. Came in. This is an Andonstar. So when you're making keys for the cast modules, not all cast modules, but sometimes you do have to pull the module out and you have to solder wires, 7 wires, and before you go through the process, you have to figure out what type of chip this is. And before, I was kind of, eyeballing it. They're not that small, but I was kind of like eyeballing it. And, sometimes it's hard to see if you have a good solder or not. But I decided to get this today, guys. And so this is pretty cool. I can turn it on from here. I can adjust the light from here. And I didn't put the clips on, but the way this works is, check this out, guys. So we're looking at this board right here, okay? Now check this out, how easy it is for me to figure out what chip I have, okay? So check that out. Before, sometimes I used to struggle to try to figure out, exactly what I have. But now, very easy. I can say that's an OL15Y, right? OL15Y. So that's pretty easy to figure that out, right? And then as far as the connections, check this out. So now a lot easier to figure out where I need to solder at. And, you can adjust the light right here. You can adjust the light. You can lower the light by just clicking on the button right there, right? But, for that first solder connection, which would be right, I don't have for that first solder connection, And then, this is nice because you have this adjustment right here. So, so that's going out of focus right here. So we can go up, get into focus right there. I'm moving, so I'm actually moving it. You think I'm moving it up, I'm actually, there we go, that's good. So now, guys, real easy to get to, I don't have to play around with this. I gotta go up. So that first solder connection is gonna be right there, guys. So I still gotta get used to, looking at the monitor to get my bearings right. But yeah, so that's the first solder connection, and go up and over. That'll be the second one right there. It's a lot easier to make these solder connections. That's the first one, that's the second one. It's different looking through this right there, guys. But just give you an idea of so right here, so that'll be the third one, guys, and go up. That's the fourth one there, and then we're over, I think, down over, that's the fifth one there, and I think we go right here. So yeah, so as you can see, a lot easier to read the connections. And you can also see, taking a look at that chip, you can also see what pins are being connected to this microprocessor, which is pretty cool too. So yeah, just gonna have to get used to using this, but I think this is gonna come in handy when it's time to make a key and most importantly, improve my accuracy of making a key, because the last thing you want to do is, destroy the board. So having a clear view of the board while you're soldering should help me out a lot. I just gotta get my motor skills as far as you looking at this screen and figuring out. And once I figure that out, it should be a piece of cake, right? So yeah, so this is the Andonstar and Andonstar. So just got it today. Haven't used it yet, but yeah, if you're looking at this, why not? Looks to be of good quality. And again, they do have some clips there. I didn't put the clips on because, the clips are not going to be able to clip onto this, so I didn't bother putting the clips on. But I think there's some additional clips you can possibly buy. I can clip here and clip here to keep the board. But, and then again, you got these adjustable lights here. And of course, you can dim those lights down, So there you go, guys. No more using my iPhone and adjusting the light to figure out, what chip is what. I can just look through here. So pretty cool.